Hello and welcome back to Crimson Grey, Dusk and Dawn. I'm your main man, Aaron Paradise. Let's get into this. Yes, things weren't perfect. I read all that. Well, trust him. That's the only thing I can do. Lizzie held her perfect John close and gradually fell asleep in his arms. And that was it, right? At long last, it was time for their special day. After all their preparations, it somehow felt simultaneously as if they couldn't be happening already. What? Happening already? And as if she had been waiting forever. Soon they would belong to each other in another way. Most of the concerns about something happening to somehow interrupt the wedding has faded away through obviously she had brought her axe. Though obviously she brought her axe, yeah. But with Jum's calmness balancing her, she felt as though things would be fine. Arriving at the location they picked out made it seem so much more real. She's seen the pictures, but actually standing on the ground was an entirely different experience. The garden area at the edge of the town, a lot of weddings, oh my god. The garden area at the edge of town did a lot of weddings, and it was certainly beautiful. High-edge walls made the garden seem separate from the rest of the world, and even the office were picturesque. My god, I was so not ready to make this video clearly. No, Lizzie wanted to go see the actual area where they would be married first. Apparently things were still being rearranged following the wedding before them. Instead, they headed into the office to do a little paperwork, which Lizzie got out of the way as fast as possible to focus on what mattered. What matters, Lizzie? After that, they had to part. Going in separate directions to get dressed. Lizzie held her dress tightly as she was directed to one of the side rooms. She had tried it on a few times, but John had actually never seen her wearing it. Well, yeah, it's wedding traditions. No dawdling, get in here. And irritatingly young woman gestured for Lizzie to come. At first, Lizzie was angry about her presence, but she knew that it wasn't easy to get everything on her dress done properly on her own. Okay. Reluctantly accepting the necessity, Lizzie got fully dressed. Seeing herself in a mirror, she was quite pleased with the effect. The positive feeling were only slightly dampened by the assistant making comments about her. They were compliments, but Lizzie didn't care about her. She only wanted compliments from John. Psychopath. Unfortunately, the time it took her to put on the dress wasn't long enough for the garden to be ready. The assistant left, leaving Lizzie to pace idly. She considered getting her axe to see how she would look with it. She had a feeling that she would like the look. Hopefully, John would like it too. That brought to mind naughty ideas that made Lizzie giggle to herself. Sooner than she had expected, the assistants returned. Now? Not yet, sorry. How much longer will it be? Sorry, the previous ceremony went long. Just as soon as everything is cleared up, you'll be able to step right in. I see. I go talk to John and no, what? You can't let him see you before the wedding. Lizzie considered their traditions for a moment, decided that it was dumb. But the other woman seemed very serious about it, as if such superstitions made all the difference. Why not? It's bad luck. You don't want to get your married life started off the wrong foot, do you? Lizzie scowled, trying to weigh the factor in her mind. She doubted that John would care about such things, but maybe it was the best not to make waves. Go away. I beg your pardon? I can't wait alone. Go away. I can wait alone. Go away. The woman left in a huff, which left Lizzie to wait on her own. There, that felt slightly better. She drew her axe from her hiding place and just held it, letting the familiar feeling in her hands calm her nervousness. Not just nervousness that something terrible might somehow happen, but nervousness about the fact that they were so close to finally being married. She had dreamed about this moment for such a long time. Being close to it almost didn't feel real. Lizzie paced around the room a little to burn off the nervous energy. She caught a glimpse of herself in a mirror, eyes wide and carrying an axe. My God, what's wrong with me? She could imagine how most men might view her, and she knew exactly how John would see her. Humming pleasantly to herself, Lizzie hid away her axe and waited for the wedding to start. It was finally time. Lizzie stepped from the door into the back garden, where there was a pathway of short grass lined with flowers. Normally there would be chairs filled with guests, but in this case it was empty. She let her eyes wander forward, wanting to drink it all in before she fully indulged. At the end of the pathway was an archway woven with white roses. The scene wasn't married by many people. Only a pastor and a photographer necessary evils, and then there was John, completing the image. It was the first time she had seen him in the suit, and he looked good. More importantly, the moment he saw her, his eyes were filled with a love that nearly broke her heart. It took all her self-control not to run down the walkway towards him. She made herself walk slowly, savoring the moment until she finally drew beside him. They stood in front of the pastor, but she barely saw the other man. They had spent a long time talking about their vows, but in the end, they had gone with none. Wow, okay. There was nothing they could say now that would match everything they had already promised one another. Besides, she doubted that pastor would appreciate her saying how many people she would happily murder for John's sake. Which the ceremony simplified. It didn't take long. She ignored the words buzzing in the back of her mind, just staring at John until she heard the words that mattered. Do you, John Nicholas, take Lizzie Dusk to be your lawful wedded wife? I do. Do you, Lizzie Dusk, take John Nicholas to be your lawfully wedded husband? Well, there's only one option. I do. Before the pastor could say anything about kissing the bride, Lizzie threw herself at John, wrapping her arms around his neck and kissing him fiercely. My bad. In that moment, everything fell away except the two of them. Nothing else mattered. She pulled back just slightly. Staring into his eyes, she saw the past pain and sorrow there. Yes, but she also saw hope and determination. She saw a love that matched her own. When they moved apart, she took his arm for the sake of the picture, but those no longer mattered. When planning the wedding, Lizzie had thought that capturing this moment would be an important part of the experience. Now, she saw that it didn't matter at all. A picture could never compare to the fact that she would always have this moment, always have him, forever. True ending! There we go! There we go! Well, yeah. Well, I was, yeah, gallery. Oh my god! Why did I do that? Why is that part of the gallery? Who made this game? If I go to options and adult content off and go to gallery, go to the top, yeah, that's still there, okay. Yes. Well, anyway, I'm gonna see what achievements I got left for this game. And killer for a moment. Her well concealed. Okay. And Lizzie was utterly certain that she needed to kill the girl. Her fingers twitched, preparing. Yeah. Bet it took a supreme effort. Yeah, no. This is just like what we were talking about last week. Either he doesn't know, or you're creepy as hell, or he does and you have some kind of weird codependent relationship. If you can't see you need help, you need someone to help you. You shouldn't say things like that. Look, I'm just applying what we're John is a kind person. He wouldn't judge me like you do. Then he's just enabling your condition. Lizzie took a deep breath and took a moment to think. Memories of John floated in her mind, bringing her a peaceful calm. Lizzie gave the girl a gentle smile. I'm sorry you feel that way, but I really don't think it's your place to judge our relationship. But I'm going to get on with my life now. You get on with yours. Lizzie gave her another smile and departed as swiftly as possible. Be hardened. What? What? She didn't even... What? She ignored me! What? She ignored me! As nice as it might be to remove her directly, Lizzie decided that it would be best to remove her with poison. While it wouldn't be effortless to gather the necessary supplies without arousing suspicion, she had access to many resources on campus. It wouldn't be hard, not at all. Lizzie still made sure to do everything right, tailing the girl over several days to learn her schedule and determine potential problem. She was shockingly casual about leaving drinks laying around her dorm room. So the only issue was getting in and... Okay. When the day finally came, it was disappointingly easy. Lizzie was so happy to hear the news that it was easy to pretend to be upset. Everything was perfect now. But she got home. She found John sitting on the couch with a somber expression on his face. Lizzie rushed up to him immediately. "John, what's wrong? Did you hear about the girl who died?" "Yes, I don't really care about her, but I can pretend to be sad, don't worry." She said it lightly, trying to draw a smile from him, but John remained somber. "Lizzie, do you still get the urge to kill people?" "You know, I do. But you think I would actually kill someone, do you? Especially not an innocent girl?" "That's good. I really do love you the way you are, but sometimes I worry that Please don't worry, John. Everything will be fine now. We're safe. There's no need to kill anyone." I guess I'd just been paranoid. There was a smile she wanted from him. Lizzie happily went to embrace him, gripping him as tightly as she could. Okay. Oh! Well, it'll change back to that in